What's going on?
Morning.
Morning. Hey, Talisa. Hey, how are
Morning,
you?
y'all.
What's up, Allie?
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing? Are y'all you out of the woods?
We're out of the woods, getting there.
That's great. Did it ever did it stay not too bad? I know when I talked to you before, it hadn't gotten too bad. Were y'all able to?
Yeah, we had a few bad days, but not a whole lot. So
Okay. Got it.
we're feeling better now.
I'm so glad. I know that's tough because when are you due, Allie?
End of January.
Yeah, that's tough when you're so like pregnancy wise, it didn't really seem to have that much of an effect.
No, the only thing is I had like an appointment while I was, had it, and so I have to go produce a negative test now just to be able to go to my appointment again.
Yeah.
But other than that, nope, everything was fine.
That house, there was like no college for
So
Well, glad you're doing better.
it.
thank you.
Who's 12053?
Shelly,
Yeah, I hear Lauren Elmore talking in the background.
you
Gotcha.
can hear. She's want me to change my name.
You need to change your name in there. All right. Well, hey, this won't take long. This was just something kind of on the fly that I wanted to just do real quick this week. Whenever I notice something that I think is really cool, I want to make sure that everybody knows about it. I think the name of the game in this business is how can we make it as easy as possible for us? I mean, there's so many things going on. So what can we do to make things easier? I mean, that's the whole point of this. What can we do to make things easier to get leverage, right? So the Smart Plan trigger is super simple, and I'll demonstrate how to do it. But basically what it does is, let's just say that you're putting somebody into your database and let's just say that you want everybody in your sphere of influence to be on the neighborhood nurture, to be on a quarterly call plan. All right. So what you can do is you can say, all right, when they are tagged, let's just say I've got my sphere of influence tagged as SOI or whatever, right? So let's just say that whenever I enter somebody new into my database, or I have somebody in there and I add them to the SOI tag, they will immediately be added to a smart plan without me even having to add them to the smart plan. So command will know, hey, anytime this person is tagged this, we're going to put them on these 3 smart plans. All right. So now like everything just becomes more automated. And honestly, where I think this will go pretty soon, I tried to do it a second ago and I couldn't figure it out, but this is something y'all can look at, is there's lead sources in command. So you could have your command set up to where, like, for Facebook leads, the trigger would be any Facebook lead that comes in is automatically added to whatever smart plan you want it to be added to. So literally you don't have to do anything. Like a Facebook lead comes in and it immediately goes on the Facebook lead follow-up plan to where they get a text message immediately, whether you're in front of it or not, right? And so I think, like, listings, when you put a listing in, there'll be an automatic trigger for, all right, this is what needs to happen after I take this listing. So like things are just going to continue to become more automated. All right, so I'm going to share screen with you guys. Let me show y'all real quick how this works. And there's a couple different ways to go about it. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to put password on this GroupMe real quick in case somebody didn't have it. All right, can y'all see my screen? All right, so if I I'm just going to go ahead and go to Smart Plans. And there's 2 ways that I can do this. The first thing is, if there's an existing Smart Plan, I can just add a tag to that. So you can see I've got all these different Smart Plans in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to, I've got this monthly neighborhood nurture. So y'all see I've got this monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan. All right, so I'm just going to go over to this monthly neighborhood nurture. It's an existing smart plan that I already have people on, and I'm going to go to edit. Now, you see up at the top now, you see where it says add trigger event, right? So I can just click add trigger event, and it's right now, I think the only option is contacts and contact tags. My guess is that eventually, guys, there's going to be a lot of different options. Like right now the only trigger event is if you tag somebody. My thoughts are is that where it's going to go is there's going to be a lot of different trigger events. Like if I, if this lead comes in, or if this happens, or if this happens, there'll be all these different things that trigger smart plans, which makes everything even more automated, right? But for right now, it's just got contacts, contact, tag. And so then what I would do is I would say, all right, I want everybody from just church to be added. Anytime I tag somebody church, right? So now it's a confirmation, so confirm trigger. So now what's going to happen is if I enter in, so I go to my database and let's just say I go to Holly Mack since she's on here. Holly got you on here. So Holly, if I say, all right, I'm going to add a tag to Holly, and I'm actually going to do it the easy way. I'm going to click on Holly, and I'm just going to select bulk action, add bulk tag, and I'm just going to type in church. So now you're added to that tag. So let me just go to you real quick. Bam, it's already done it. So that's the first time I've ever actually tried that. So Holly, I just tagged you and it automatically added you to the Monthly Neighborhood Nurture Smart Plan.
Sweet.
So here's what, now what it's like, let's say when you add a contact, so let's say you add a contact in, then you would just, while you're creating that contact, you would just tag them while you're adding them to your database. Does that make sense? And then now like they're automatically going to be added. So you don't have to think about, so because let's just say that guys, let's say you want your sphere of influence to be on a Monthly Neighborhood Nurture Smart Plan, a quarterly phone call smart plan, a birthday smart plan, and a home anniversary. That's 4 different smart plans that you want your sphere of influence to be on. So what you could do is you could make your SOI the trigger tag for those 4 different smart plans, right? So that whenever you add somebody to your SOI, it automatically adds them to those 4 smart plans at one time without you having to go in and manually add all those people to all 4. Now, when you tag them, it's automatically going to put, so every group, you decide, hey, what smart plans do I want each group on, each tag on, and then you just go into those smart plans and add the tag that you want to all of those different smart plans for the trigger event. And then now, bam, it's just automated, right? And I think hopefully the next step, I would see this happening is to where like when you have leads that come into your system, like I said at the beginning, like Facebook leads or whatever that comes in, you could probably go to settings and say, hey, any Facebook lead that comes in, I want that to be the trigger event for this smart plan. And so now things are so automated to where a lead comes in, it automatically gets added to a smart plan, which automatically triggers an immediate text message, from you from Twilio, even though you didn't even do anything, right? And so I think that's where it's going, but this is kind of the first step, the first trigger that they put in place. So once again, let me just go back to smart plans. So if I go back to smart plans, obviously the first thing you can do is if there are existing smart plans, you can just go into that smart plan. Like for example, I got this open house follow-up. I can edit that and I can add a trigger event. And then I'm just going to choose whatever tag, I want to trigger that smart plan, right? And I can choose a tag. Now, the other thing is if I want to create, because one of the biggest benefits of smart plans is creating a custom smart plan. So if I want to create a custom smart plan, let's just say that I've got a specific, command Facebook follow-up that I want to do, or I've got hold on one second, where are we here? All right, so I can go over here, I can go to create a custom smart plan, and I'll just make the plan name trigger, add Facebook ad test. All right, so now I'm building this ad, right? And so let's just say I want to do I want it to be a Twilio text. My account's not set up, so I won't do that. But let's just say I want my first thing to be a text message. All All right, so I have to add, what's gonna make me do is when I'm creating that custom smart plan, it's gonna make me add at least one step to that smart plan first and then save it. And then the add trigger event option will pop up on the top. So when I'm creating a custom smart plan, I've got to at least add one step in it before it will give me the option to add a trigger event. And then I can add a trigger event and add whatever contacts tags I want to, right? So that's if you're creating a custom smart plan. All right. Does anybody have any questions on that? Y'all want me to go over anything? Does that make sense?
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Hey, on the interior Keller Williams YouTube page for our market center,
Yes.
are there previous like video tutorials that you guys have done about just the smart plans in general? Because that is the only thing in Command I've ever struggled with. And I think I just got frustrated because my Twilio wouldn't migrate and I just quit. So I need to get after it today.
Yeah, and Twilio is just like my Twilio doesn't even, I don't have that connected, and like I still use smart plans because there's so much more to that. So yeah, smart plans is really how to make your business, especially all of your lead gen and follow up, way more automated and systematized, right?
Yeah, I need that, and it's not. Yeah.
What'd you say?
I was just saying that's the one thing I desperately need. So that's my goal while I'm here today is to just dig into that.
Good. Let me show you something real quick, Holly, and for the rest of you guys, because the YouTube channel, we don't blast it out there as much because it is private KW Tuscaloosa info, and I don't want other people looking at it because there's just stuff on there that somebody may not understand and like take out of context. But let me do something real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all our YouTube channel. I'll send y'all a link too, so y'all can kind of see where everything is. Let me find it real quick. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Let me share. Where are we? Here we go. All right, can y'all see my screen? Okay, so you can see that this is the launch series, right? There's a lot of basic stuff in here. You've got lead accelerator, website setup, smart plans, and website setup. So this would be a good one, Holly. The smart plans and website setup. It's a really detailed class on smart plans. But what I will tell you to do is if you go to this launch series link, which I'll send you.
Thank you.
And I think you may already be subscribed, but if you click on, what you do is you go over here and click on Keller Williams Realty Tuscaloosa. This is an unlisted channel, all right? So you have to really have the link or have it. You're not going to find this on YouTube, but I think if you click on Keller Williams Tuscaloosa, you subscribe to it, you're going to see it's going to be blank. So you're going to be like, well, what? There's nothing on here. What you got to do is you go to playlist, and I think it should pop up. And so you can see when you go to the playlist, you've got Command Workshop training videos, team meetings, DocuSign and contract, PC coaching, launch series, right? So if you go to Command Workshop, you can see there's a ton of stuff in here, right? Some of them are titled, some of them aren't, but I mean, there's like, look, we've got 19 weeks worth of Command Workshops in here, right? Ton of stuff. And you can see like we titled a lot of them, right? But the main thing you got to do is click on, if you're on one of these videos, click on this channel and subscribe to it. And then make sure you go to the playlist. And then that should show you, like we've got all, like Ignite 2.0, almost all of our sessions of Ignite are on it. A lot of our team meetings. I mean, there's like a lot of some gold information on here. I mean, a ton of really good stuff. So, y'all have any other questions? Does that give y'all enough to help get y'all started on like what I was telling y'all about with the smart plan trigger?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for me too.
Okay. Cool. And like I said, that's just to get you started. I mean, Command's all about getting in with and playing with it. But you always got to be asking yourself the question, what can I do to make everything easier and more efficient, right? What can I do to make things easier and more efficient in my business? And you always got to be thinking about that because it's so easy to get into a rut to where we're doing something harder than it should be, right? All right. Well, I told y'all it was going to be quick.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, y'all have an awesome rest of the day.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah. Appreciate you
Thank
guys.
you.
And if y'all have any other questions or you can't figure something out, y'all can call me or shoot me a text. I'm happy to talk over it. So,
Hey, I have a question for you, Nathan, offline. Can I pop down there in a second?
yeah, come on down.
Okay, thanks.
All right. See y'all later, guys.
Bye.